Hey y'all, I'm Ashley. Welcome to Glutes. What we're gonna be doing today, self-explanatory. We are gonna be working out the butt. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have 16 different exercises. You will need some weights today. So these are a little bit heavier than usual. I typically use 10 to 15s when I'm doing intervals. So I've got a little bit heavier, I've got 20s, and I've got 15s in case I wanna step it down. For timing today, we're gonna be working 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off for the first round. We'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll do 40 seconds again on all of the exercises as one final push towards our goal, burning out those glutes today. Let's go ahead and get the lower body warmed up, and then we'll hit the first exercise. You know we're gonna start with some squats. That's the best way to warm up. From the hips down, get those feet shoulder width apart, dip it back into some squats. All right, weird enough, this is the only time we're gonna see squats today is in the warm up. All right, so we're gonna do a bunch of lunges, we're gonna do some deadlifts, but not your traditional squats. I want you to take advantage of the time right now to get them in. You're sitting back into those heels, you're working on that form, you're pressing the knees out. You've got that imaginary chair behind you. This is just warming it up, okay? So our workout time is gonna be right around 22, 23 minutes. So we're gonna make it happen all in that time. All right, get a little bit deeper with every rep. Once you feel like your legs are warmed up, see if you can break that 90 degrees and get a little bit lower if you want to. Really start to get those glutes at work. Engaged. We got a few more. All right, next up, we're going to curtsy lunge it out. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna spin one leg back behind you. So unlike our traditional lunge where we take it straight back, we're gonna spin it to the side and lunge. Right there. So what this is doing, we've got the inner and outer thighs being warmed up here. In addition, the outside of the glutes. So you're gonna hear me talk about 3 different sections of our glutes, okay? The glute max, the big part of the butt. You've got your glute medius up here in the corner, and then a tiny little part of the glutes is called glute mins. So we're gonna work all 3 areas today. We're gonna try to get a little bit deeper in those curtsies with every step. Don't want to get too warm, trust me. We're gonna burn it out. And if you, one thing worth noting, if you're not feeling too much of a burn during all these exercises, see if you can switch your weights out for something heavier. The glutes can take a lot of load, so don't feel like you have to keep it at a light level. You can bump it up a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna have you point those toes out to the sides. Sumo squats. Like I said, we're gonna get our squat rep in now. These are also called plies. You got those toes pointed out diagonal. You're still sitting into the heels. Your core is engaged. All right, let's go ahead and grab your weights. We're gonna kick things off with a deadlift. All right, so set them out in front. We're gonna slide it down and then up top. Let's go. Slide it all the way down and up. So you want the weights to stay about 1 inch away from your shins. All the way down, you've got a slight bend in your knees as well. 10 more seconds here. Also, part of the move is thrusting your hips forward at the top. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna hit a one-sided RDL. Pick a leg to start with. You're gonna ride it down to just below the knee and then back up. All right, here we go. Down and up. So yes, this one, one-sided RDLs will definitely challenge our balance system. We wanna keep those weights close to the leg, rock it down, and then thrust it forward. So we're gonna hit one side at a time here. 5, 3, and 1. Give us just enough time to switch sides. So in this round, we're getting familiar with all the exercises. The second round, we're gonna just go back to back to back. All right, here we go. Down and up. You will find, I always like to say this, that one side may feel a little more confident than the other side, and that's normal. We're always more dominant, generally more dominant on one side than the other. And up. Good. 10 seconds. Keep it tight. Keep the reps nice and tight. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up. These are called staggered squats. So what you're gonna do, take the leg back about a foot, and then up and close. Here we go. So here, and step, and step. It's called a staggered squat, but it really is almost like a lunge, like a half lunge, because you're stepping it back a little bit closer, you're dropping it down, the weights are staying by your sides. You've got 10 seconds on this side. Good. And switch sides. Yeah, if at any time, I mean, realistically, you're gonna be holding these weights for a long time. Take them down during these ones, especially when you know what's up next. Here we go, other side. It's no joke in itself to be holding 40 extra pounds of weight when we're working out for the entire duration. So set them down and watch me during the rest. Got 10 seconds. Almost there. Should really start to feel things heating up at this point. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna take the weights by your side. We're gonna do a traditional lunge now. You're gonna step it back a little bit farther, pick a side, and stick with it. Here we go. All the way down and back together. So you can see the difference, and you should feel the difference in a staggered squat and a regular lunge. Good. All the way down and squeeze. 10 more seconds on this side. And switch it up. Drop the weights, shake it out. Get ready to load it up. Other side, core is tight, and let's rock it. Some days it's nice just to focus on a body area. I know a lot of our workouts are full body, but this switches it up a little bit. It's always fun to focus on the glutes and lower body. So we're not just working the glutes here, obviously. We're hitting the hamstrings, hitting the quads. 3, 2, and 1. All right, here's our trio. Next up, you've got an RDL on one side, staggered lunge. It's a 3-point move. Let's go. So here, staggered lunge. So we're combining all 3 now, just on one side. Slide it down, staggered lunge. 3-point move. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, shake it out. All right, other side coming up. This is exercise 9, so we're gonna take it to the floor. All right, 3, 2, and here we go. That 10 seconds moves fast. So when we're working in the second round, don't worry if you are exactly on timing. You just wanna be transitioning smoothly from one to the next. Less rest, right? Here we go. 10 seconds, 3 points. Drop it low. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take it down to the floor for number 10. You've got a glute bridge. We all know what that is. We're gonna shift our weight to our heels. We're gonna load the hips up and squeeze. You want the weight to be in your heels. You're pressing up. You're holding for a split second at the top of the glute bridge before releasing it. So 2-leg glute bridge here. Both sides being hit just as equally. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna stay on the floor. These are called donkeys. This one I'm actually gonna go a little bit lighter for. You're gonna take one weight behind, and you're gonna kick up. Right here. Here we go. Timer has started. One side to start. Kick up through the heel, and back down. This exercise is specifically targeting the glute max. You should feel a pinch. You're kicking that heel straight up towards the ceiling. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna switch sides now. Take the weight in the other leg. Also feel free, no weight if you'd like on this one as well, and go for it. Kick and down. So it's almost like you're holding the weight in a hamstring curl to be able to add some resistance into it. It's a nice and smooth move. Tuck it in, you pull it up. Good. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now you're actually gonna load up both sides. We're gonna alternate now in an alternating donkey kick. You may wanna take the legs a little bit wider just for comfort. And here we go. So up and down. Kick and down. So whereas where we were doing 1 rep or 1 side at a time and it was nice and smooth, you're gonna pause at the bottom and then press it up. Press and down. Good. Great job. Kick up through the heels. You have 5, 3, and 1. All right, pick a side again. These are called fire hydrants. So we're gonna stay in the same position. Now we're gonna hit the glute meads on the sides. We're gonna open and close. Open and close. You may find it gets a little hard to keep these weights in that hamstring curl position. It's normal, 15 seconds. Okay, swing it open and close. How high can you get that leg up there? Good, you got about 5 seconds. 3, and 1. Okay, switch legs. Load it up, other side. You're gonna see this is gonna move super fast for round 2. And again, open and close. This may be a little more user-friendly. You can see I've got metal weights, but if you've got the rubber ones, this would actually, that would be a little more comfortable than the metal ones, but we're making it work. Good, 10 seconds. We can always make it work. There's always a will, a way. Get ahead of myself. When there's a will, there's a way, my friends. All right, and now, just like we did for the donkeys, for fire hydrant, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna alternate sides. All right, 3, 2, and 1. So up, each side, and down. Lift and release. This is a great exercise to do without weights, like I said. You would just need more reps to accomplish the same thing that we're getting when we're adding resistance in there. Good. You have 5, 3, and 1. Good job. 30 seconds off, tell it off, grab a sip of water. This next round is gonna move fast. Like I said, we're gonna go from one exercise to the other. 40 seconds for all of them. Realistically, you'll be working for probably 35 seconds or so for each because it's gonna take time to transition, but I'll give you a heads up what's next. And also, obviously, logically, we'll go from one side to the next. All right, deadlift, let's go. Round 2, 40 seconds. So you're familiar now with all the exercises. So we're gonna hit them hard and we're gonna hit them right, okay? So slide it all the way down and up and squeeze. At deadlift, you may not feel that same burn in the glutes during this exercise, but if you're feeling a stretch in your hamstrings, that means you're doing it right, okay? This is one of those that you'll feel more tomorrow than right this second, unless you're going like totally heavy weights. All right, 3 seconds to RDL, pick a side and go for it, okay? So down and up. So your weights stay close. You're just gonna go right below the knee, and then you'll still thrust your hips forward at the top. Good, great job. Good, about 15 seconds on this side. Keep it going, get ready to switch it up. This extra 10 seconds. Gonna add a little something to it. 3, 2, and so you just switch sides. Nice and smooth transition. Just watch yourself. Watch your area. Make sure you are free not to kick anything down. Doing all kinds of kicking moves here. Stay safe. Good. Load that glute up, slide, and squeeze. Beautiful thing about RDLs and deadlifts, they also work the core because we're keeping it nice and tight. All right, 5 seconds. Staggered squat, pick a side, 3, 2, and switch. So right here and up, down and up. Another thing you can do is stay stationary. Staggered squat. If you feel like this is giving you a little more of a burn, you can stay right there. It's all up to you. Some people feel it more when they come here. Other times they're gonna keep that leg back. You do you. As long as you're in a staggered, I'm happy with it. Down and up. All right, 5 seconds till we switch sides. 3, 2, seamless transition right there. Other side. Another pointer. If you feel like your upper body, your arms are getting tired just from holding all these weights, what you can do, you can load them up top like this, just to give the upper body a little bit of a rest and feel like you're focusing more on the legs than trying to worry about holding those weights all the way down and up. Great job on those glutes. In about 5 seconds, we're gonna go into the lunge on the other side. And here we go. So, same idea can be applied here. If you'd rather keep it stationary, like this, feel free to do so, okay? I prefer stepping it back into a reverse lunge. I get more results this way. And by results, I mean more soreness the next day. That's how I kind of gauge if these exercises are working. Are we getting sore? Good. A few more seconds. Drop it low, squeeze it up top. 5. Get ready to switch. 3, and switch it up. Step it back and front. At this point, I'm completely letting the weights rest on my shoulders up top. Step it straight back, shifting my weight into the front heel and up. We're already halfway through the interval. Okay, so reminder, our trio is next, where we go RDL, staggered lunge. 10 seconds. Good job. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, so this one you kind of have to take it down. So here, staggered lunge. Slide it, staggered lunge. We're putting together all that we just accomplished in one massive move on each side. Good. Slide it, drop it, and then drop it again. In 3, get ready to switch it up. 2, other side, stop where you are. Go right into that other side. Slide it, drop it, and drop it. It's completely easy to forget one of the 3, but it's fine. Just want you to keep lunging. Almost there. Great job. 10 seconds to go. And we're going to be taking it to the floor. And right now, glute bridge. Like I said, this is one of the ones that you're going to need a few seconds to transition, and that's fine. Just want you grabbing it as soon as you can get down there to keep that no rest philosophy for our glutes at play. All right, 20 seconds to go. Up and squeeze. I want to see if you can hold it for an extra second at the top this round and release it a little bit slower. So you're going to power it up, pause for a second, and then release slow on the way back down the floor. All right, 5 seconds. We're going to flip it over into donkey kicks again, and let's go. So rock those weights out to the side. Pick a leg to start with as fast as you can, safely, efficiently, and start to kick. So I ended up doing about 5-10 seconds, just like the first round, but gotta move from one to the other. Counts for a little bit of time. Good, 15 seconds. Press up through the heel. Try not to completely stop at the bottom when we're doing one side at a time. So you kick, nice and smooth, a little bit like a swing. 3, 2, switch sides. I like to load one leg up at a time just for comfort purposes, but you can keep the weights together if you like. Kick. Straight up and down. Good. Power through the glutes. Glute max at work right here. Almost there, 10 seconds. Then we're gonna do alternating donkey kicks, 2 and 1 for this round. I'm gonna burn it out without the weight. So I'm gonna come here and here. Feels so weird without the weights. You can either be keeping the weights in like we did in the first round, or you can come with me a little bit faster on the reps, a little bit higher in the kicks also if you don't have those weights in a hamstring curl. So press and down. It's what I call the final burner for the donkeys. Got a few more seconds. Fire hydrant on deck. 3, 2, and 1. All right, as fast as you can go. Got that one side, loaded up, open and close. I would say the donkey kick, fire hydrant is my favorite combo as far as floor work goes for the glutes. A lot of times I'll incorporate these two in a full body workout and just specifically target the glutes. They work great from the back to the sides. Good, 15 seconds. Power that leg up. Give me like a 2 or 3 count on the way back down. You have 5 to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Switch it up. Open and close. Grab that weight. And down. The easiest way to do these, to add some resistance in, is if you've got some ankle weights. This would be the easiest way, or I guess most comfortable way, to do the fire hydrant and add resistance in. Also, you can use bands for this. But obviously bands, we're not gonna be able to get 15 pounds up in there, so that's why we're using dumbbells for this today. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now, same thing applies for me on the fire hydrant. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna alternate one at a time. You'll notice my leg is getting way higher without the weights. It feels so free, it feels so nice. I don't know if it feels nice, but it's not as challenging for my hamstrings without the weight. Up and down. Good, great job. 10 seconds to go. We're gonna cool it down, stretch it out, give those glutes a nice stretch, give those hamstrings a nice stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Great job on the glutes today. We worked that booty nice and hard. All right, I'm gonna have you come down into a plank position, and we're gonna pull it back into a down dog. So a little bit of a moving stretch, dynamic stretching to finish us off here today before we completely stop moving. So plank, down dog. Let's hold a 2 count in each or so. So we come down to down dog, plank. All right, now shift it back into down dog. We're gonna hold for a little bit longer. I want the neck to release. You're gonna feel the top of your spine in alignment here, your neck hanging. You are not arching your neck up. Everything is straight and down. You're pressing your heels into the floor. It's gonna give you that calf, the hamstring release. We did not specifically target the hamstring, but I'm telling you, holding those donkey kicks, fire hydrants, using weights. Free those up right now. And great job. Let's drop it to our knees. Flip it over into a seated position. Make sure your weights are out of the way. I'm gonna have you hug one knee into the chest. Knee to opposite shoulder. What this is doing, we're now targeting the glute medius, stretching those out. So I want you to give yourself a big hug towards, try to get that knee in as close as you can. And release it. All right, other side, take it in, hug it. Stretching, especially after lifting a little bit heavier than normal, is definitely critical as far as trying to prevent any, they call it DOMS, muscle soreness in a couple days. So the more you stretch, the more you foam roll, the less sore you'll be for the most part. So keep that in mind. All right, straighten the legs out. Have you fold down? So this is the entire posterior backward leg. And get stretching our quads and our hamstrings. Also loosen up the look back here. Also to the floor. Once you feel your hamstrings start to release, try to peel your toes back towards your face, okay, towards your chest. So you're pointing, you're flexing, toes are pointed up towards you, so you're gonna feel a nice stretch in the back of your calves as well. All right, roll it up. All right, one of my favorite stretches, I probably do this one almost every time for lower body. You're gonna take one leg, cross it over the front, straighten the other side out. And you're gonna hold right here. So you should be feeling a nice stretch. This leg that's crossed over, you'll get a stretch in the hip on that side. And once you feel that starting to loosen up, you can get down a little bit deeper in it. Take yourself down to your elbows. And if you're super flex, you can walk yourself down to the floor. It's a work in progress here. So, not gonna go that far, just so you know. All right, let's switch it up. Take it back up to plank. Switch that leg in front, switch the leg in the back, straighten it out, fold it down. Okay, like I said, once you feel like it is starting to release. See if you can get a little bit lower in the stretch. It may be coming right here. It may be staying right here, or you may want to walk it out. See, you're watching me. I can go a little bit deeper on this right side, and that's because I've got some tightness in that left side. So it actually allows me to see I've got a little bit of an imbalance going on. So I love about stretching. You can identify spots that you need to work on, some little muscle imbalances. All right, and relax it. All right, finally, we worked those shoulders. Yes, was not any upper body today per se, but we held those weights for a long time. So I want you to roll your shoulders back 3 to 5 times. Back and down. Another thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you gently pull one side down, neck in the other direction, other side, neck in the other direction. Big circles back, loosen the neck up. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me for our glute workout today. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.